There are some quotes that sound good when we hear them, and then there are quotes that can actually change the way we live. This is one of the most complete quotes about life I have ever come across. A quote so simple yet so powerful that if you wrote it on your wall, put it beside your bed, made it your phone wallpaper, or read it every morning, it could slowly change the way you see your entire life. Winston Churchill said, "The optimist sees opportunity in difficulties. The pessimist sees difficulties in opportunity." Think about that for a moment. The same situation, the same difficulty, the same opportunity, but two completely different ways of seeing it, and sometimes that difference can change everything. At first, this may sound like just another motivational quote, but it isn't. Because Churchill is talking about something much deeper than simply being positive. He is talking about perspective. Life will not always give us what we want. There will be rejection, there will be failure, there will be financial problems, there will be difficult relationships, there will be uncertainty. There will be moments when we ask ourselves, why is this happening to me? But the real question may not be, why is this happening to me? The better question is, what can I do with what is happening to me? That is where the difference between the pessimist and the optimist begins. The pessimist sees the difficulty first. He sees the closed door. He sees the risk. He sees everything that could go wrong. When an opportunity appears, he might say, "It's too difficult. What if I fail? What if people laugh at me? What if it doesn't work?" And sometimes, before he even begins, he has already convinced himself that he cannot succeed. The opportunity disappears, not because the opportunity wasn't real, but because his perception of it became a prison, and this can happen to all of us. Now imagine another person facing exactly the same situation. He sees the same problem, but he asks different questions. Instead of saying, "This is impossible," he says, "What can I learn from this?" Instead of, "I might fail," he says, "What if I succeed?" Instead of, "This is the end," he says, "Could this be the beginning of something new?" That is the optimistic mind. An optimist doesn't pretend that difficulties don't exist. That's important. Optimism doesn't mean closing your eyes to reality. It means looking at reality and asking what is still possible. Imagine two people lose their jobs. The first person thinks, "My life is over, I have failed, there are no opportunities anymore." The second person is also worried. He also feels fear, but he thinks, "Maybe this is the moment to learn something new. Maybe I should start that business. Maybe I should develop a new skill. Maybe this painful moment can push me toward a better future." Same event, two different interpretations, and eventually two very different outcomes. This is the power of perspective, and perhaps this is why these words are so powerful when we remember who said them. Winston Churchill lived through enormous difficulties: war, political opposition, failure, criticism, uncertainty. There were moments when the future looked incredibly dark. Yet Churchill became known for his determination to continue. He understood something important. You cannot always control the circumstances around you, but you can influence how you respond to them. You cannot control every storm, but you can decide how you stand in the storm. And sometimes the greatest opportunities in life are hidden inside the most difficult moments. So how can we actually use this quote in our daily lives? Here's a simple idea. Write it down. Put it somewhere you will see it every day. On your wall, beside your desk, in your notebook, on your phone. And when something difficult happens, stop for a moment. Don't immediately ask, "Why me?" Ask, "Where is the opportunity in this difficulty?" When you fail, ask, "What is this failure teaching me?" When someone rejects you, ask, "What can I improve?" When something doesn't go according to plan, ask, "Is there another path?" And when life closes one door, don't spend your entire life staring at that door. Look around. There may be another one opening. From today, whenever you face a difficult situation, remember 4 questions. Number 1, what is the opportunity here? Maybe there is a lesson, maybe there is a new direction, maybe there is a chance to become stronger. Number 2, what can I learn from this? Every experience has something to teach us, even the painful ones. Number 3, what can I control? Don't waste all your energy fighting things you cannot change. Focus on what you can do today. And finally, number 4, what is my next step? Not the next 10 years, not the entire journey, just the next step. Because sometimes the biggest changes in life begin with one very small step, and that step doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to solve everything. It just has to move you forward. Because when you're a pessimist, your mind often wants to see the entire road before you even take the first step. You imagine every possible problem, every possible failure, every reason why things might not work. But you don't need to know what happens at the end of the road. You only need enough courage to take the next step. Maybe that step is making a decision you've been avoiding. Maybe it's starting something you've been afraid to start. Maybe it's having a difficult conversation. Maybe it's simply getting up tomorrow and trying again. The important thing is that you don't allow the fear of what could happen to control what you do today, because the future is not something you can predict perfectly, and honestly, that's a good thing. If you knew every disappointment waiting for you, you would also know every opportunity, every unexpected friendship, every moment of happiness, every success you never thought was possible, every version of yourself you haven't met yet. So don't let your mind convince you that the worst-case scenario is the most likely scenario. It's only one possibility. There are other possibilities too. Things might go wrong, but things might also go right. And sometimes they go wrong first, before they go right. A failure can become a lesson. A rejection can lead you somewhere better. A closed door can force you to find another one. And a difficult chapter can eventually become the chapter that changed your life. So the next time your mind says, "What if everything goes wrong?" Pause, take a breath, and ask yourself, "What if everything doesn't? What if I can handle whatever happens? What if this difficult moment is preparing me for something better?" You don't have to become someone who expects everything to work out. Just become someone who knows that whatever happens, you will find a way forward. Because life isn't about eliminating uncertainty. It's about learning to move through it. One decision, one lesson, one step at a time. And sometimes, that one small step is all you need to begin changing everything. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos about mindset, personal growth, and becoming a stronger version of yourself. See you in the next video.